We got Howard Howard. Are you kidding me? That's your name? Howard Howard? Kawhi Leonard, what's up, buddy? As a proud Sens fan, I will continue partying this virtual victory into the new year. Now, you play for the Raptors, so you should probably be a Leafs fan, but I can totally understand. The Senators just won a Stanley Cup. Hop on the bandwagon, buddy. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your Ottawa Senators Stanley Cup champions. Say it with me, Stanley Cup champions. Ottawa Senators franchise mode. Here we are starting off the next year. We're 3-3-0, so maybe some sort of a Stanley Cup hangover. Maybe you guys have been hitting the clubs with Kawhi Leonard. That's all good. The party's still going, but I'm ready to get back to work. We're 3-3-0. Taylor Radish leading the way with 6 points in 6 games. We got a comment here from Michael, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name, but he says, the San Jose Senators got Ottawa Senators franchise mode legend, Andreas Janssen. There was a few comments saying, oh, why'd you call the San Jose Sharks the San Jose Senators? Oh, you're an idiot, unsubscribe, my dad never loved me. No. It's a meme. It's a meme. They have so many of our old players. They got this guy who we traded away, ended up winning the Calder Trophy. They got the shoe. They got Andreas Janssen, the Ottawa Senators franchise mode legend. They got Erik Karlsson, and between the pipes, they have Matt Murray. They got 5 former Ottawa Senators on their team. So you already know we're going to be slow simming quite a few games against the San Jose Senators. So here's the squad. I don't think we're going to make any moves. The only thing that people are telling me in the comments is that Alexis Gravel clearly isn't ready. But he's only played 1 game, and I mean, he allowed 4 goals. I'm going to say maybe you guys are right, but he's only played 1 game. How can you guys say he's clearly not ready? So I'm going to wait. I'm going to give him a few more chances before we go ahead and actually go after another backup goalie, because I feel like you can't really judge off 1 performance, right? So let's actually go check out the draft class. I have to go do a few things with the draft class, so I'm glad that it reminded me. I got to send all my scouts out to the top guys. So this guy's already being scouted, actually. We got Carl here out of the Ontario Hockey League Sarnia Sting. So he looks like he's the consensus #1. Lubomir Ozelinch, pretty cool name. He's only 17 years old. We got Howard Howard. Are you kidding me? That's your name? Howard Howard? Howard Howard? What are your... Oh my god. So our scout has him at 1. And then Central Scouting has him at 3. Howard Howard? What are you doing, Howard Howard? Whoever drafts Howard Howard is going to get a confirmed legend. What a name. Howard Howard. He's got a similar style to PK Subban. So our scout has him going 1. So that's kind of cool. You could see a lot of movement here in the upcoming draft. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send all my scouts out, make sure we're covering at least the top 30, and then obviously we'll let our scouts do the rest. Was that guy named Bruin? Was there a guy with the last name Bruin? I thought I saw that. There he is. So I really hope this guy gets drafted by the Boston Bruins. I actually have to sign a few more scouts here, so let's just get a couple more games done. We win against the Hawks, which is always nice. And then we got a game against the Avs here. I think we're going to get into the winning ways here. Let's go on a little bit of a run here early on in the year. There you go. Welcome to the squad. And there's a 6-0 win, baby. Let's go. So one question I have, maybe someone can help me out here. So when it says right here, scouted by, it doesn't say anyone, but in the top left it says currently being scouted by Maxime LeBlanc. So do I have to send my scout specifically there, or is it already being done and then it's just not showing up here? Because that's a little bit confusing to me. Same with the #1 overall pick. It says he's currently being scouted by Lisa, so we got a girl out there. Nice. You love to see it. Currently being scouted by her, and says I have no information on him. So what the hell does that mean? So I just put the Howard Howard thing on Twitter. This guy says trade for the pick and draft him, no questions asked. I went ahead and I threw it in the little assistant GM mode chat. This guy says if Howard Howard doesn't become Glenn Sumal's partner for the future, I'm gonna be disappointed. So maybe we'll have a look at that. I'm not saying we're gonna trade for him or anything, but a classic name, Howard Howard. That's one of the better ones that I've seen. I've seen some pretty good ones. I've seen them floating around on Twitter every once in a while, but that one That one is a keeper. Let's see if we can continue with the winning ways. We lose in a shootout against the Anaheim Ducks after winning 3 straight. We got a trade here. The Edmonton Oilers are coming at us with an offer. So these are 2 prospects of ours. This guy has a decent amount of trade value. I remember him. He was a 3rd round pick, 22 years old, for Josh Manson, who we don't need, a 4th and a 5th. So that's just a big cap dump for the Edmonton Oilers. No thank you, Peter Chiarelli. How do you still have a job? I have no idea. Another shootout loss. So we lost a lot of shootout games last year, and then towards the end of the year, we really turned it on with pretty much winning like every single overtime game. So let's go here with a classic matchup against Emilio Howe and the Florida Panthers. We've had 2 back-to-back playoff run-ins with these guys, obviously winning both times. Let's go. Period number 1, and it's 1-0 Colin White. Period number 2, let's fly through this one. They tie it up, and the aforementioned Emilio Howe going into the 3rd. It's all tied up. Colin White gets another. Going into a shootout, we have to intervene, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Colin White starting us off. Here he comes, a little bit slow, and he does that nice little backhand. That's happened a few times here. Here's Emilio Howe, the assistant captain. Oh my God. Yeah, Connor Hellebuck, you got dangled, buddy. Taylor Radish, the best 2nd round pick I've ever traded in my entire life. And he shoots it directly at his pad. Not great. Ragnarsson, who's a really good drafted player for Florida, tries the backhand once again, but Connor Hellebuck says, nope, not today, homie. We got Jack Hughes, our Lord and Savior, and another nasty backhand. Everyone's going to the backhand here. Here comes Alex Barkov, one of my favorite players in the league. He goes bar down, ties up the shootout. We're off to round number 4. Here comes Anthony Mantha, the big bad Mantha. Again, shooting it right at the right pad. We need a big save here. We got Mikael Granlund or Marcus Granlund, one of the 2. And how did that go in? There you go. I think that was Mikael Granlund, but he ends the game for the Florida Panthers. They get a victory. So maybe it is time to get a better backup goalie. Obviously, we know that Connor Hellebuck just played that game, but I like to see the record of Alexis Gravel, and then maybe we'll think about potentially trading for a backup goalie. Let me see. We've had 4 straight losses after winning 3 straight. So an interesting little run here. I am interested to see the backup goalie, though, because maybe you guys are right about the backup Tendy thing. Maybe you guys are right. Let's see. Alexis Gravel. He is 1-2. I mean, it's hard to say he's played bad. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a 75 overall minor starting goalie. So you know what? You guys are right. Let's go ahead and find a backup. Maybe there's one in free agency that hasn't gotten signed yet, that maybe he's like 80, 81 overall. Let's have a quick look. If that's the case, that would be awesome because I don't have to trade anything, but we are going to send Alexis Gravel back down. I just wanted to make sure that our AHL team had our franchise goalie in there. So as for tendies, we got Aaron Dell, Seattle Storm Bear legend Aaron Dell. He's listed as a starter, but I don't think he is. We're going to bring him all the way over to Ottawa. He used to play in Seattle, won a couple of cups. In fact, I believe he won us a Stanley Cup, if that's correct. I think that Big Mac went down with an injury, but we're going to try to get Aaron Dell another Stanley Cup ring, so I don't see why he wouldn't sign. It usually takes a couple of days. Maybe he'll sign right away. We've got a game against the Habs, and then I think we should be good to go. There's a overtime win. There you go. Come on, Aaron Dell. Come on. You're familiar with a couple of the guys in the room. Aaron Dell, welcome to the Ottawa Senators organization after we get shut out 2-0. All right, let me do some line changes, and then we're good to go. Now, by doing this, we have to put Alexis Gravel on waivers. Hopefully, he doesn't get picked up. And he didn't. Good. He's in the American Hockey League. That's good. But we have too many goalies. That's the thing. Because Lundstrom is the guy that we want to give all the ice time to. He's the franchise goalie. He's the future. He is 22, though, so I kind of want to get him some minutes in the American Hockey League. But we have Lee Buss, who I think we all really like. He's only 21. That was a 7th-round pick. And then we got Mauricio Pau, who's a 4th-round pick. Both of them deserve to play in the American Hockey League. So one of them's got to go, and unfortunately I think it's going to have to be probably Mauricio Pau. Lee Bus has the low elite. What does Pau have? He's got medium elite, so unfortunately I think it is going to be Bus. I thought Bus had the medium elite, but yeah, I think we got to make a trade, and it's probably going to suck because I really don't want to give up on a goalie, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Aaron Dell, welcome to the Ottawa Senators. He's going to get the start in the next game. I want to get some simulation done, actually, before we make any sort of trade. So let's get one more month done. I'm going to throw one of those goalies on the trading block, I think. And then if we don't get any offers by the end of this month, I'll probably just trade him for a pick. Maybe we'll try for a team that's starting off kind of slow, maybe like Pittsburgh or Philly. And then maybe, who knows, maybe Howard could be a member of the team. That would be kind of cool. I mean, we just have so many goaltending prospects. Like, we have so many. So, unfortunately, Bus, I think, is going to go. Although, Pau does have the really high trade value. Plus, we got this Gardner kid coming up who is also medium elite, who's only 19. There's only a few overall left. You know what? We're going to put both of them on the trade block. We're going to put both of them on there and see if any offers come our way. If anyone needs a young prospect goalie, call me up. Hit me up. You know where to reach me. 1-800 Stanley Cup Champions. That's where you can reach me. All right, let's get some serious simulation done. Enough screwing around. Do we have any rivalry games? Oh, baby, we got one against Toronto. Don Cherry's going to love that. Let's just get a bunch of simulation done here. I think we're poised to go on another Stanley Cup run. We have no real holes on our team. I'm really, really happy with our roster. Although we're starting off a little bit slow going into the middle of November here. Wouldn't mind stringing together a couple of wins. Let's be 10. Oh my God, I was going to say let's be 10-6-3, but just like that, we're 9-7-3. I don't want to be hovering around 500. This has to be an easy win. Easy W. 4-12-2 against the Rangers. That's a 2-0 shutout, baby. And another shutout back-to-back. Can we make it back-to-back-to-back? No, we do win against the Detroit Red Wings in a shootout. And 3-2 shootout loss. Again, we have 4 shootout losses already. 4 shootout or overtime losses already. We lose a lot in the extra frame. I think we had, 11 last year or something crazy? That was ridiculous. But 14-9-4, back-to-back losses on the year. I really want to play a game against the San Jose Senators. When do we have a game against the Sharks? Sorry, the Senators. And we do on the 16th. All right. So we're going to slow sim a couple of games here, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with one of those prospect goalies because I got to make a move quick, and I got to do something about that. So let's go up against the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Battle of Ontario. You love to see it. 2 good Canadian teams going head-to-head. Let's go. Period number 1, and it's 1-0. Jake Gardner. Period number 2. Come on, boys. Get on the score sheet here. Morgan Riley and Alexis Lafreniere, and we get shut out 5-0. Don Cherry, those good Toronto kids, sticking it to Ottawa 5-0. That's not good. Not an ideal situation. So I think we could probably get Pau for the New York Rangers first. That could be pretty cool. Now, they have a decent goalie coming up, or I guess he's the starter now. They have a few decent goalies, but no one really quite like Pau. They could really use this guy for next, or even like the year after. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a random guy, one of the older ones. We'll go with you, Makinen. You're just going to go rot in the AHL, unfortunately. But Pau for a potential lottery pick. Will this go through for the New York Rangers? Trade rejected. So I think we're going to have to add a little bit, which isn't a bad thing at all. Now, we could add like one of these goalies. We could do that. He's unsigned. That's a lot of trade value. We drafted this guy with our 4th. Again, we have so many prospect goalies. He's over playing in, where is he? Is he over back in Finland? He is. He's in the SHL, so we're going to go ahead and part ways with him because we have so many good goalies. Let's go ahead and see if this will go through for the first. Trade rejected. Okay, so maybe they don't want to trade there first. Maybe we'll try with Pittsburgh. Maybe I'll have to add like a second. Maybe let's see if we can get by with Montreal's third. A third and 2 prospect goalies for a first. Trade rejected, too far off. Look at the trade value. I mean, it's definitely going to go through here. We have an embarrassment of riches between the pipes, so will this go through? Sweeten it just a touch. Oh my god, you're going to take all of our draft picks here? Give you a 6th for 2027. All right, so will this go through for the first? Oh, come on. I'm sweet. That's just a touch. Come on, that's just a touch. I mean, this does look like a lot, but when you think about it, we have 2 goalies that we're never going to use. I mean, they're both going to be good, and these picks, I mean, I don't really care if we're going to be getting a potential lottery pick. So will this go through? Sweeten it just a touch. What are you talking about? I am sweetening it just a touch. Jesus. All right, 2026 5th, all right? A 5th for this year, trade reject. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, New York? Who's the GM over there? He's pissing me off. They said sweeten it just a touch, so I did sweeten it just a touch. Oh, it's not actually good for us. Oh, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. There you go. Welcome to the Ottawa Senators, that potential lottery pick. That could be the Howard pick. That might have been a lot to pay for maybe a lottery pick, maybe, but we did get another first rounder, which I like. And those guys were basically free money. I mean, you have to think of it that way, but the picks, obviously the picks kind of sucked, but Kreider for a 2nd and a 4th. We don't really need Chris Kreider, although I was looking at him in the free agency period. Come on, guys. Get back into the winning ways here. Let's go on a bit of a streak. 18, 11, and 4 is not that bad, but I don't want to win 3 and then lose 2 and then win 2 and then lose 4. I want to go on a big old streak, and the San Jose Senators are on quite a streak, 24, 8, and 3. They got Erik Karlsson, they got the Shoe, they got a couple of ex-Ottawa Senators, including Andreas Johnsson. So let's go here. Ottawa Senators versus the San Jose Senators, 0-0 after 1. We're getting our asses handed to us in the shot department. Period number 2. Let's get on the score sheet here. There you go, Jack Hughes on his former teammate. And going into overtime, going into a shootout. I'm not going to intervene this time. And of course we lose. Vladimir Tarasenko. They went hard in free agency. And it's showing because they have a sick record right now. Maybe a little bit of a Stanley Cup hangover here throughout the first couple months, but I remember last year we were really slow until the new year. After the new year, we really turned it on. I mean, our record isn't even that bad. We're 20, 11, and 6, the exact same record almost as our AHL team. That's a big win against the New York Rangers. I hope the Rangers lose every single game. All right, so there's 4 straight. All right, let's make it 5 against the Canucks and Avery Fitzmaurice, a person I've never heard of. I don't know why I just said his name. Janmark for a first? Absolutely not. Try again. That's 5 straight, baby. Up against the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's see here if we can continue. Oh, 3-0 loss. That's fine. So let's do a quick little look over here, a little look-see at the squad. Jack Hughes is a point per game. We are currently 1 point behind Detroit, and the New York Rangers have 25 points. So that's good news for us. We'll have a look at the upcoming draft as well, because who knows, maybe we could have a top pick. Maybe. Anthony Mantha with 40 points in 41 games. Attaboy. So is anyone really not producing here? Jacob Bernard Docker, only 15 points. Only 8 goals. So maybe the second line has to be changed up a little bit. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll throw him back down. Let me figure out what I can do here. Now, where is... So Bertuzzi's got 14. Brady Tkachuk, only 8 points. All right, we got to figure something out here with our lines. I'm not worried about our top 6. I mean, I am worried about our second line a little bit, but look at Aaron Dell, 4-0. You love to see it. What a beauty. Maybe we're just not scoring enough. I know we got shut out quite a few times, so maybe I'll move Jacob Bernard Docker down, and then we'll go like that. Well, is that going to work out? I don't know. Taylor Radish having a pretty good year. Cale Anderson's got 10 points. Maybe bringing down Jacob Bernard-Docker is going to make all the difference. We're still kind of struggling to find that legitimate second-line winger. We thought it's going to be Jacob Bernard-Docker, but he's kind of having a slow start. He's getting power play time and everything, so I'm really not sure what the deal is, but let's see if that makes any difference. We'll go maybe another month of simulation. I don't want this video to be crazy long, but I also don't want it to be crazy short. Let's see here about the picks. So Ozelinch is still unknown, even though he is being scouted. That's interesting. So there you go. We finally have some info on him. Similar style, Teemu Selanne. That's kind of cool. How's my boy Howard doing? What a guy. Similar style PK Subban. A's all across the board except for defense. So he's an offensive guy. I like that. He's got a heavy slap shot, heavy clap. Anyone else having a crazy draft year? I want to see some guys with like 80 goals. I want to see some crazy point totals. This guy's got no points in 28 games. He's scouted to go 14th overall. Ouch. There's a lot of guys not putting up a ton of numbers. That's interesting. Now our team has dropped to a contender, which is not good, but we did just win 5 straight, so you got to look at that as a positive. Maybe I'll go all the way up to the trade deadline. We have a couple of rivalry games. I definitely want to slow sim the games against Detroit because we're going to be battling with them for first place for the entire year, it looks like. So let's go all the way up to the trade deadline, and then maybe you guys can let me know if we should maybe make a move. We got shut out twice back to back, and then we win 2-1 against Carolina. There you go. Continue with the wins. Let's keep it going here. The Bruins suck. This should be an easy 2 points. And of course you lose. But then you beat New Jersey. How'd that happen? That's weird. Okay, so there you go. Couple of wins, 27, 14, and 6. We're slowly separating ourselves from the pack. Looks like we got our bye week here, so I'm hearing some rumors. Now I'm upstairs in the press box, so I don't get to be in the room. But apparently, Jacob Bernard-Docker is taking the boys to Vegas. That's the rumor I've heard. I know they went to Cancun, or maybe they went to Mexico or something last year. But we're taking the boys out to Vegas. So we've got to get back to work here against the Philadelphia Flyers. They have a pretty good record as well. A first for Josh Manson. Get your shit together. That's 30 wins. 30, 14, and 6. Maybe the line changes. Maybe they did help. Maybe the boys just needed that little time away in Vegas. 30, 15, and 6. The Oilers are god-awful. It's got to be easy points. Has to be easy points. A 5-0 win. All right, we're coming together here. Watch out, NHL. Watch out for us, baby. We're flashing our Stanley Cup rings everywhere we go. Up against the first place team, or have we leapfrogged them? We have by 1 point. All right. The Rangers are still god-awful, which is good news for us. They have 39 points, but Pittsburgh have only won 9 games. Is this like the early 80s Penguins when they almost went bankrupt and they almost actually moved their team? So we're 9-1-0, and the Detroit Red Wings are 7-2-1 in their last 10. So both teams are playing real good right now. Battle of the Titans. We can kind of separate ourselves a little bit here from Detroit. We can be a few points ahead of them. We're at the Little Caesars Arena, but that has nothing on the Dorito Dome. Let's go. Period number 1. 2-0, baby. Jacob Bernard-Docker, the Nard Dog, the St. Bernard, and then our captain, Hot Sam Bacho, period number 2. All right, 4-0, the Nard Dog once again, and Cale Anderson, how you doing? And then Colin White's like, guys, I want to get in on the fun. You're hogging all the goals. Colin White makes it 5-0. Thanks for trying, Detroit. Maybe try again. And they actually can't try again because they have no more games against us. But if you were to try again, I'm sure you would lose. Let's go here. We'll slow sim the game. We'll slow sim a few games here before we end it off. We'll go against the Panthers and then against the New York Rangers because we need the Rangers to lose every single game. How awesome would that be if that pick became a top 3 pick? I mean, I'm down to get Howard. Absolutely down. I think that would be awesome. So we lost there against the Dallas Stars. They break up our winning streak of 1, 4, 5, 6 straight. We really turn things around. After December, once we get into the new year, we really seem to fire on all cylinders here. So that's what I'm talking about. Stanley Cup champs, and we're proving it. period number 1 against Florida and Emilio Howe. Period number 2, oh baby, 5-0. See you later, Soderstrom. Have a good night off. Hit the showers, Chief. Anthony Mantha, Taylor Radish, Jack Hughes gets 2, 30 seconds apart. And then right after that, the fridge gets in on the action. Let's see if we can really spice things up here. Let's make it 8 or 9-0. Or are we going to be calm? Power play? Power play? There you go, Taylor Radish. Florida, what's going on? Emilio Howe, where are you at, buddy? First overall pick, nowhere to be found. Making it 6. Can we make it 7 just for the memes? 7-0? Come on. There you go, Anthony Mantha. Make it 8. There you go. 7-0. What a performance from the Ottawa Senators. 5 points for Jack Hughes and 5 points for Anthony Mantha, and a shutout for the man who does not allow a third period goal, Connor freaking Hellebuck. What a performance. That's awesome. So we've shit on a few teams here. We shit on Detroit, and we took a hot dump on the Florida Panthers. Not bad, boys. We are killing it right now, left and right. Those were against 2 really good teams, and we showed them who the hell was boss. Up against the Rangers here, let's just go ahead and make this another 7-0 victory. Let's go ahead here. Let's load up. Let's go. Period number 1 against the Rangers, and it's 1-1. We started our backup, which makes sense. The fridge, what's up? Period number 2, 4-2. We busted open here. Tyler Bertuzzi, who I actually really like. Seth Jones and Colin White, and that's all this one is gonna be. 4-2. Another loss for the Rangers, and that is good news for us. So I think we're gonna go. We'll go one more game. All right, we'll go one more game. Actually, you know what? We'll go till we lose. I mean, yes and no, because we have to stop before the trade deadline. So if we lose here against the Bruins, I'm going to stop it. But if we keep going, I'm going to keep going. And there's a loss. All right. It's like they knew we were going to end off the video. So we don't quite hit 40 wins in this video, which isn't acceptable to me. Let's do it against the Vegas Golden Knights, and then we'll maybe go all the way up to the trade deadline. Come on, give me 40, baby. 40 against these Storm Bears rivals. There it is, 5-2. Then we got a little back-to-back here against the Islanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then we're going to end it off here because I want you guys to let me know if we should make a move. I don't think we should. We are 1 point ahead of Detroit. The Rangers still suck. So we have 86 points. No one else. Ooh, never mind. Ooh, wow. The Anaheim Ducks, 45-13. You know why they're doing so good? Probably because they have that Habibulin kid. Let's go ahead here and check out the squad. So Jack Hughes, 65-63. Anthony Mantha, 62-63. Colin White, he's got 54-63. So not bad. Maybe a bit of a slow year for Colin White. He got his Stanley Cup, and now he's taking a little bit of a back seat, letting Anthony Mantha and Jack Hughes just run the show while he becomes the best plus player on the team. So I mean, this guy's legit. He is so good defensively. He's going to get 70-plus points. I'm happy. Not worried about Colin White at all. Taylor Radish, 44. Seth Jones, 37. The Nard Dog. All right, so maybe he excels on the third line a little bit. That's good news. Shabbat with 32, Manderville with 29. So it's been a bit of a struggle for Manderville, having a bit of that sophomore jinx. He's got 29 points, but it's all good. He's going to be a legitimate first liner very, very soon. Desmond Forrest, he's having another pretty decent campaign. He's matched his point total for last year already in 19 less games, so that's awesome. Logan Brown, he's got 23, so for a fourth liner, I mean, it's not bad at all. Anything over 25 to 30 points for a fourth liner, I'm not mad at that. Cale Anderson, kind of in the same boat. Anything 30 to 40, I'm happy for my third and my fourth line. Tyler Bertuzzi, that's what we got you for, buddy, that grit. He's only got 32 penalty minutes, so he's awesome. I really like Tyler Bertuzzi. He's got 19 points. Drake Batherson, Brady Tkachuk, only 17. So this is where the big question comes in. Should we go after a legitimate second-line winger? Because coming up in the American Hockey League, who do we have? Anyone that's going to be ready for next year? Maybe Fortin, but he's not ready for the second line. Clarkson, probably ready for the fourth line for next year. Montoya, he was the guy who won the equivalent to the Conn Smythe last year in the American Hockey League when the boys went all the way for the Calder Cup. I mean, no one else is really ready to make the jump. I mean, we're going to get a few players that are going to come up, but aside from a top 6 player, there's really nothing out there. Look at Kim Ludstrom. He's up to a 69. Nice. There he is, 15-8 now. I have him as the backup. Lee Buss is the starter, but looks like Lundstrom really just took over, which isn't a bad thing at all. Look at Arundel, 7-0. You absolutely love to see it. What a beauty. What a gentleman. What a beard. Oh my God. This guy's the man. I love Arundel. And then Connor Hellebuck with a 1.99 goals against average. Can someone say Vezina? Look at Connor Hellebuck go. Doesn't allow a goal in the third period. 1.99 GAA. Not half bad at all, buddy. We have no rookies, which is fine. We got a bunch of young guys, though. Now, 2 things I want to check. Obviously, I want to check out the entire league, but I also want to check the Anaheim Ducks. Oh, yeah, they are stacked. Look at Habib Bulin, 35 goals. He's the man. Should have drafted him. Mikko Rantanen, the best player on planet Earth as of right now. In the real NHL, he's a monster. Got him in both my fantasy teams. Not a big deal. Emilio Howe, 80 points in 62 games, even though he was nowhere to be found the other night. He's up to a 93. That's crazy. Who's this guy? Frederick Bang. There he is. He's got 78 and 62. Johan Forsström. Who the hell is this guy? So he was drafted in 2022. He's 22 years old. He's pretty much what they wanted Anthony Mantha to be. 6'5", 225, and he's a beast. Holy. All right, so there he is, still on his entry-level deal. We got Sean Monahan over there in Minnesota, so there's so many star players that have changed around because the free agency is so crazy. Patrick Laine over there in Montreal, he's loving it. Grayson Webb, he was that first liner that got taken, the first rounder, first overall, got taken in 2022. Nico Hischier, Austin Matthews on Chicago, which is just weird. Barkov, the man, Kuzi, Ryan Suzuki, what's up, brother of Nick? Jack Hughes, so he's right up there with the best of them. He's top 15. That's good news. So is Anthony Mantha. That's awesome. Johan Forsström is actually nasty. Who's this guy? I can't see his name. It's very blurry. Weird. So yeah, there's your scores in the NHL. Any crazy guys going for the Calder? Looks like it's going to be a pretty tight race here between Nicholas Downey and Hector Scarabelli. That's a fantastic name. Scarabelli. Definitely from the Bronx or something. Yeah, definitely a New Yorker. Scarabelli, big old Italian kid, 6'2", 212, 84 overall, 27 goals in his rookie campaign. And then Nicholas Downey's got 45. Luke Booth, Nitamaki, Chang, Van Riemsdyk, Jim Van Riemsdyk, cousin of James. Any rookie goalies going to challenge those guys for the Calder? Let's have a look here. Doesn't really look like it. We got Caleb Burrows. All right, so he was the medium elite goalie that we selected in 2020 in the 4th round. So he's now looking like the starter for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So there you go. You're welcome, Toronto, but thank you very much for Timothy Liljegren, the playoff GOAT last year. The big question, the big giant question. But before we go into the next video, the big question, do we trade A, Brady Tkachuk? Whoa, 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 whoa. W-O-A-H. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bobby Harding? Hello? Okay, there's our second liner. What? He's playing where? Who are you? You're playing in the queue? Can I bring him up? He's an 85 overall? What? Okay, wait. What the hell? Bobby Harding? What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Wait. What? He's only 19. I saw that 85 and I was like, oh, it looks like Jacob Bernard Docker jumped up. But apparently not. Harding, you want to make a bunch of money and play in the NHL this year? I don't know. You want to do it just for fun? Can I sign him? Is it too late? Can I do it? Harding? Offer contract? How you doing? Welcome to the squad. Thanks for coming out. So he's already in the AHL. I'm going to call him up right now. That's our second liner, right? Oh, shit. I can't bring him up because he's in the queue. Oh, no way. That is disappointing. That's right. He's in the queue. I can't bring him. Shit. Okay, well, Is he even playing in the queue? Or is he going straight to the AHL? This just threw a wrench into our thing. So now, is he there? Can I do best lines? Is he going to be there? So he's not. He's still in the queue. Maybe it just takes a day. I don't know. Let's see. So we have a few more days till the trade deadline. That's cool. Let me just simulate one game. Maybe I can't bring him up. Maybe because he's in the queue and he's already played so many games. Maybe I just can't do it. I would love to, absolutely, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, it looks like he's not in our AHL team. I guess I just signed him to a contract, but he's 85? What the hell? How does that even happen? I've never had that happen where a player jumps so much, and he's only 19? What the hell? Yeah, so he's in junior right now, and I can't bring him up. That sucks. But Bobby Harding, yeah, you are pretty damn good. Holy shit. 85, that's ridiculous, man. I've never, ever seen that happen before. That's wild. So, now that we know Bobby Harding is going to play next year, unfortunately it can't happen this year. Or maybe can we bring him up for the playoffs? Is that a thing? I don't know. You guys can let me know. But that leaves me to believe we should trade for a rental player. Someone who's like, let me find someone, for example. Hold on, give me a second. For example, not saying it's going to be someone quite like Taylor Hall, but someone around that age. And I hope he has 1 year left. He does. So we could probably package something here for Taylor Hall, or a player like Taylor Hall, but you know the kind of player I'm looking at. 35, 34, 36 years old, 1 year left on their contract. Just go win a quick Stanley Cup and then call it quits. So, I mean, Taylor Hall could work out. Someone like Stone, yeah, just kidding. We're not bringing Stone back. On Pittsburgh, there's no Sidney Crosby. Where the hell is Sidney Crosby? So, okay, you guys know the kind of player I'm interested in right now, but I gotta search where the hell Crosby went. He was definitely traded. Uh-oh, big news. Ooh, Toronto gets Grand Pierre. Wow, okay, so now that rivalry gets even better with the Maple Leafs. Where the hell is Sidney Crosby? We got junior guys jumping up. We got, I don't know what's happening. Crosby, I don't know where he is. Where's Tyroning? I have to know all these things. Oh, he's still, maybe I just missed him. Apparently he's still with Pittsburgh, although he's making $18 million. Oh, no, he's not. Only making $3 million? Is he in the AHL? Are you even playing Sidney Crosby? What's going on? Didn't he make $18 million? I guess that was last year, so I guess he is there. He was just way down on the depth chart. Okay, crisis averted, but where's Tyroning? That's what I really want to know. He is a free agent, boys. I feel like you have to sign him just for your AHL team, but I'll leave that up to you guys. A lot happened in the last 5 minutes of this episode. A little bit crazy. I will see you guys in the next one. There's a lot to go over in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys then.